Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy, Jay Wayne, the Scalp King. And I want to talk to y'all for a quick second before we dive into this video, which is going to be a part of a series. What I want to talk to you about is, I know a lot of y'all want to trade and grow these accounts. That goes without saying. And I understand that a lot of majority is starting out with 1,000, 3,000, maybe 5,000 at the max. That's the majority. I know some of y'all got bigger money and you can start out with 20,000, 50,000, but I want to do this for the smaller accounts. And I'm going to be doing these videos showing you what it's like to grow these accounts. Every trade that I take, that you see me take on these videos, will be sent out to my community in Discord. All right. I will be sending them the same trades that I'm taking. So what that looks like is you could be making money with me as we document this journey, this series on these videos. Okay. So that could be the case for you. The link to all of that is in the description below and in the comments. But if you don't want to trade with me, make the money with me, then you can just watch the videos. It will be educational. You will learn because I'm going to do this until I double the account. I want to double the account. That's the short-term goal. The long-term goal is obviously get to 100,000. You know what I mean? But starting out with $3,000 and growing to 100,000, and if you're doing it the right way, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a long time. All right. So I want to see, can I double this account? All right. Y'all already saw me grow 100,000 to 500,000. Y'all already saw that. I already got that video documented. So now I want to go back. And this is good for me because I want to stay in touch with the people. You feel me? So we're going to start it out at about 3,000. Now, this video, I'm already won some trades. And I'm going to show you that I started out at 3,000 in about March. And then we made some money. And in this video, we just going to pick it up from here. And one more thing before we dive into the content. I want to make sure we're on the same page. I trade Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right. Those are the days. It's not guaranteed to have a trade on those days. All right. Now, if I catch a trade on Tuesday, the video will be released the next day. So when you see these trades, they will most likely be from the previous day. You're going to learn from these videos, from this series. You're going to learn because you're going to see so many different scenarios and maneuvering. If I get into drawdown, I'm going to show you how I'm going to maneuver. I'm either take the loss or I'm going to maneuver my way out of it. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss none of these uploads. And if you find any of these videos educational, entertaining, share these videos on social media. Let them know your boy Jay Wayne is starting this series. I'm about to lace you all the way up. Let's get into it. The first one is GBPUSD and gold. Let's go.
So this is pound dollar on a 4-hour chart. I'm looking at a buy because when I went to the dollar index, I have a feeling that this is going to sell. You can see the divergence forming right there. And then if I draw that one more time, down here on the RSI. Okay. So right there, we got divergence. Now I'm curious to see, let's see if I put a trend line here. Yeah, the trend line is already broken. So I'm thinking this is about to drop. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to drop a lot, but I'm thinking that it would drop somewhere like right up in here. So if that drops, well, then GU is going to go higher. And we got the RSI coming from that oversold area. So that already happened. Let's pull out the Fibonacci from high to the low. That bounced off the golden zone right there. So that bounced off. So then what we're going to do is we're going to drag this golden zone to up here. And then that's on that. This recent pullback is on this golden zone. And for those who don't know, the golden zone is these two gold lines. So boom, that's the golden zone. So now I'm gonna anticipate a buy from here, and probably catch it up to here. I really don't know how far it's gonna go, but I'm looking at buys. So we're gonna track it and just see how it go. So GU ended up rejecting at this golden zone, and I took me a buy. You can see that it wicked out. And you always have to be careful in these situations because the 50 is sitting right above the white horizontal line I got up there. And, that can push it down. You see how we're kind of in between. Now that I'm on the 1 hour chart, we're above the 50 moving average. But on the previous time frame, we were below it. So we're right in the middle. So price could go, any way. So that's why I'm not trying to hold this for a long time. And that's mainly why I be scalping. I'm just trying to get them pips and get up out of there.
Uh-oh. I know y'all see that gold trade was added. I know y'all see it. Well, my alerts went off on gold and I had to take it. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Your boy got into some drawdown. Gold is so tricky. Gold is something else, bro. I am not going to be trading gold a lot. I won't say I never will, but I'm not going to be touching gold a lot. It's quite obvious that this was about to go up. But oh boy, they had to, what they call it, liquidity grab, sweep. They had to do all of that before they brought it up. But yeah, we added gold to the trade. And this is how I maneuvered through it. So GU is pretty much maxed out. This is where I want to be at. A problem that I had in the past when I first started was I wanted both of my trades to be in profit. And that's just not going to be the case every time. Sometimes one of your trades that you took will be in profit and the other one isn't. So you got to manage two different trades at the same time in their own individual way. I'm taking profit because I don't think that I'm going to get much more out of this anyway. All right. So about $100, and $100 is a lot for a $3,000 account. This is not going to be the typical type of profits that I'm going to be making. Sometimes it's going to be $50, sometimes $30. All right. But I just want to show you that if you take two trades out at the same time, you got to manage them differently in their own way. All right. So now we got to figure out this gold trade. Look, I see an inverted head and shoulders, right? Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I got gold bouncing off the golden zone right here. Let me delete that. And you can see this inverted head and shoulders. So I was trying to play it on this left shoulder. Back up. Here's the head down here. And then here's the right shoulder. And this was my play. But what happened was gold decided to drop down more. And so I'm starting to see that this is starting to be a reoccurring theme. So it dropped down to those wicks. To the left on the left shoulder, the lower wicks. Let me point it out to you. It dropped down to these wicks here. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think it was going to do that. And yeah, so I got into some drawdown. So when I saw price dip down here to match these left shoulder wicks, that's when I got in on my second entry, and I want to tell y'all, be careful with that. I'm not going to do that every single time just to try to make some money back. I only did it because it's an inverted head and shoulders, and I just got into my entry a tad bit too early. But once I saw those wicks coming down here, let me delete the head and shoulders. Once I saw the wicks starting to show up, then I got in an entry. And so now I made, the $600 coming back up.
And the original entry, I made about 125 on that. All right. So that's what I did. Like I said, please don't do that all the time. Please don't try to get in on a losing position without having understanding of the overall situation.
So as y'all know, trading is a big part of my life, but what is even bigger is family. All right. I do this for family. I do this to be able to spend time and do things with my family and not be work. All right. I know a lot of y'all do go to work and, you know, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to miss events, but that's the good part about trading. You don't have to. I wanted to share a moment, a special moment to me with my family. My twins are graduating from kindergarten to the first grade, and they did some great accomplishments. So I just wanted to share that real quick.
Is Roman, who is receiving a certificate for outstanding citizenship and a medal for most improved in writing. Royal is next, is receiving a certificate for outstanding citizenship and science, and she is also receiving a medal for outstanding in music.
So the kids just finished kindergarten. They going to the first grade, and shout out to Royal. Royal was doing good in music. Shout out to Royal for the music medal and Roman most improved and reading at a higher level. So shout out to him. And I'm so proud of Roman and Royal because they worked hard this year. I forgot to tell y'all they doing Spanish and English. Roman and Royal, I'm proud of y'all. And I just want to say, I know y'all gonna do great things, and it's only up from here. Still kids. We're on fire.